When did you outsmart your parents? I saved my dog's life because I refused to sleep. You see, my family had the strictest bedtime rule of anyone I knew. 9 p.m. meant lights out and consoles off. And when my only friend in the world said to our clan, maybe we should find a different teammate who can actually play, I knew I had to find a loophole. She was the one person who didn't care that I was the weird kid at school. Losing her meant losing everything. I learned to lie completely still with my eyes shut, breathing so evenly that Mom's flashlight checks never caught me. Even my dog Rex would sneak into my room and wag his tail like he was happy for me. But one night, something unusual happened. My parents came in at 10:30 p.m., and through barely cracked eyes, I watched my mom open my piggy bank while Dad held his phone flashlight. Take $60 from his piggy bank, and 40 from the Pokemon cards he sold, she whispered, counting bills. Then came the part that made my blood freeze. Mom moved to my desk and picked up the jar labeled Rex's surgery fund in my handwriting. $300 here, she said, emptying it into her purse. Rex is old anyway. This money could triple on tonight's game. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. Every dollar I earned was funding their gambling while they thought I slept. The next few weeks became a twisted game of cat and mouse. At dinner, I mentioned casually, Rex seems sicker lately. My parents exchanged a quick glance that told me everything. The next morning, Mom cornered me at breakfast. Your phone was warm when I checked on you. She watched my face like a hawk. Must have been from charging, I said, pouring cereal. It wasn't plugged in. I paused for half a second too long. Sometimes I sleep on it. Body heat. She nodded, but I could see the doubt in her eyes. Soon, my parents started testing me, showing me how they were documenting everything. Explain this, my dad said one evening, showing me a photo of my charger. Yesterday, it was by your bed. Today, it's by your desk. I shrugged, trying to look confused. I must move it without thinking? He pulled out another photo. What about Tuesday? Wednesday? Different spots every day. My throat went dry. I'm reorganizing my room. We stared at each other until Mom called us for dinner. The thought of me knowing the truth drove them crazy. They escalated their investigation through careful observation. Found this in your trash, Mom said, holding up a Snickers wrapper like evidence in court. The expiration date is December 2024. It's January. Someone gave it to me at school. Someone gave you expired candy? She set the wrapper on the counter between us. And you ate it at night? After brushing your teeth? I forgot to throw it away earlier. She knew I was lying. I knew she knew, but she couldn't prove anything. Meanwhile, Rex's limp was getting worse every day, and we were running out of time. They started taking photos of my room each night, comparing positions of everything from my slippers to my school books. When my Discord showed online at midnight, Mom presented it like a smoking gun. Technical glitch, I insisted. Discord's been weird lately. She pulled up my cousin's Instagram. Is this a glitch too? You liked his post at 11:47 p.m. I think someone hacked me, I said desperately. She just stared at me, and I